Hello, fellow Manchester United fans. Welcome to the RDA. My name is Retha, and today I got the latest Manchester United news for you. And in the news, we've got some transfer updates from Romano, we've got some injury news about Varane, and we've got some reports about some of the senior players at Manchester United are voicing their frustrations at the coaching of Manchester United. And yeah, we shall start with the latter. And these reports are coming from The Athletic, and they read as follows. According to sources close to the senior players, coaching sessions are mostly run by McKenna and Carrick. Um, the players feel, one, that's the first point. Two, the players feel like training could be led by coaches with better elite experience. And three, it is said that McKenna's approach can be schoolmasterly at times. So let me just analyze those points for a sec. One, coaching being run by McKenna and Carrick. We know this. Because Ole, with no shame, admitted it in a press conference once. So we already knew this, and we already knew it was a bit of a problem, or we felt it was a problem because we feel like our coach or our manager should probably be more hands-on. One. Two, coaches with elite experience. The players wanting coaches with elite experience. This is what we fans have been saying for a very long time. It's not good enough if you're gonna have a squad like this. You need manager who can handle the squad. Manager who can get the best out of the squad because they've been there and done it. And Ole, yes, we give him the chance, we give him benefit of the doubt, but it's already been enough time. It's almost 3 seasons now. So eventually, we just have to call a spade, and just say, mate, you're not good enough. Let's bring in a coach who's good enough. And as much as the players probably love Ole, as much as the players probably love this coaching stuff, even they, will reach their limits. And I can imagine that this is not something that's been outrightly said by the players, it was probably just a private conversation. But you know how these things work, You know how if you're of such high profile, it's kind of difficult to have private conversations without them leaking, especially at Manchester United. So you can imagine that it was just private conversation between some of the senior players, and it leaked. We've seen leaks from time to time at this club, with us always knowing what the starting lineup is pretty much an hour or two before when it's supposed to come out. So you can see how this has gone down. But at the same time, it could be fake news because we live in a world of fake news. So, you decide really. But yeah, no matter what, there's some truth in this. There's some truth, or there's definite truth in the fact that McKenna and Carrick do the coaching, and there's definite truth in the fact that we need coaches with elite experience, because these men at the moment just aren't doing it. They don't have the experience. And the final point there, in that McKenna's approach is a bit schoolmasterly at times. Essentially what they mean there is that McKenna asks for complete obedience to his tactics, even to the finest and pettiest details. And I find it weird. I find it a bit weird because, yeah, if someone said that about Pep, you're like, oh, okay, you can say it. If someone said that about Van Gaal, you can say, I can see it. I don't like it, but I can see it because you can see that the players aren't expressing themselves, and you can see that they're being asked to do exactly what they're doing, and it's coming from the manager. With McKenna, what are these finest details, these pettiest details that he's always insisting on that just never show up? How does that happen in training, and then come match time, it's just individual brilliance? It just doesn't really add up. It doesn't add up to me. On McKenna, the reports have gone to say another source close to, or a well-placed source, as they put it, has said that McKenna has the potential to go on to manage a top 6 Premier League club because of his level of diligence and research when preparing. What? What, McKenna? Where? Please show me this level of diligence and research in preparation in the games where it really matters. I haven't seen any of this. So this is really mind-boggling to me. I just don't see that in McKenna. I don't. For me, McKenna has just always been a crap coach, really, a crap coach, because we can only judge you on your results, and the results have been crap. We can't break down the low block. Where is he going to coach the top 6 team when we can't break down the freaking low block? So yeah, that's a bit of BS, to be honest. And they also go on to describe Carrick. They say Carrick is good at spotting details, and he influences the players with an arm around the shoulder. I can believe that. That's not all a coaching style vibe. Arm around the shoulder, which is important. It's important. You need to have that balance between tactics and just connecting with the human being. But yeah, sporting details. I find this weird because he plays CDM. Our biggest problem is CDM. Why isn't he spotting that detail, Mister? I spot details. So yeah, some of these reports, I don't know what to think of them. But the first one with the players being frustrated, you can believe that. I mean, only so long until the players crack. They can only eventually, as much as they love the manager, as much, no matter how much, eventually they're gonna be like, mate, you're just not good enough, and we need better. So yeah, but then here it seems like they're targeting Carrick and McKenna. Now, these mans love Ole. They still protect Ole, no matter what. So yeah. And then we move on to transfer updates from Fabrizio Romano. Wow. Fabrizio Romano, the dawn of transfers, as you all know. And man has come out basically saying that Manchester United are looking for a defensive midfielder in either January or the next summer. Which, yeah, no. That's great. That's great. We should have gotten it already. But that's great because that's what we need. That's the last, I don't want to say problem, but that's the missing piece in the sense to try have a perfect squad. But then it's not enough to say that that's why we're not getting results. But let's not go there. I feel like all my shows always go out to me ranting about Ole. But it's cool that we're looking for a DM. And yeah, there's talks about it maybe happening in Jan. No, in this club, it's not going to happen in Jan. Or next summer. And yeah, it'd be great for us to get a DM. It's probably going to be our only target next summer, I can see. And okay, this is not what the reports are saying. When I go on the reports, they say something different. But me knowing my club, we're probably going to be able to sign like one player next season because we signed 3. We have to balance it out. We have to. The Glazers need to pocket some money. So probably gonna sign one DM or something, and that'll be that. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see what we go for. And if we do it in Jan, great, because that would mean that we strengthen our squad and betters our chances in challenging. Romano also went on to say that United will be looking at free agents. Free agents in Jan, free agents next year, in the summer. And I find this weird. I find it weird that it's a mandate at a club like Manchester United that we're going to be looking at free agents. Oh, we're going to be looking at free agents. What? Why? You'd guess at a club like Manchester United, if a free agent comes around who is good enough, yeah, sure, we'll take him. He's free, he's good enough, Mbappe or something, and we're like, yeah, we'll take him. But like making it a mandate, we're going to be looking at free agents. It just seems weird. I just don't see the point when you can afford to go out and buy whatever you want. Just do that, Like I just find things about this club sometimes very weird, And you want to say maybe we're saving money? What? Why would you go to such extents to save money? I don't know. But hey, let me not be negative Nelly here. If we're going to be looking at free agents, if some good free agents come up Mbappe, then I'll be willing to take it, I'd love it. If there's some good opportunity to sign some good players there. I heard Romano talk about Dembele. No. I do not want Ousmane Dembele at United. No. I'll leave it there. And the last thing from Romano, apparently we looked at Camavinga and Saul in the last transfer window, but we opted out when we had the chance to sign Ronaldo. And I call BS here because there was a period between our last signing, which was it Varane, and signing Ronaldo. A bit of a period where it was very quiet. And the news was that we're not looking for a DM anymore. We've pulled out of Camavinga. The news was Chelsea were leading Saul, as we've seen, because he's gone there. And I don't believe this. And now it's because of Ronaldo that we didn't. It just seems like a spin here. It seems like something coming from the club here, to be honest. And one, that's total rubbish. 2, you mentioned United. Don't you have the money to sign at least 2 of them? You do. You're just stingy. And 3, if money's not the problem, why the heck can this club never do more than one deal? It is so frustrating. It's always been a problem. We do one deal at a time, And the clubs out here doing deals left, right, and center. Chelsea does deals before the window even opens. So it's crazy. It's absolute rubbish. So yeah, that's the reports from Romano. And finally, injury news about Varane and I don't know the scientific term here, but some hip related, thigh related injury that he um, has received. That sounds weird, but an injury. He went. What's the word? I can't find my word. He's injured. He's injured. My God, he's injured. He suffered it. Thank you. He suffered the injury at the Nations League final. So hard to find the word suffer. Wow. He suffered the injury at the Nations League final. He was substituted around the 45th minute, if I'm not mistaken. And it is said he's probably going to miss Leicester. And it's a yikes. It's a yikes out here. you know, sometimes life is just unfair because Liverpool signed Van Dijk. He's okay for the first season, and he gets injured the next season. Yeah, we sign Varane, and he's already injured. Maybe I'm exaggerating because they're only saying one game. I am exaggerating, but it does still suck because Varane is the glue to make our backline work. So now we have to revert to things that don't really work. And on top of that, Maguire is out. Maguire said it's possible he'll be at Leicester, but he's probably going to miss Leicester. So if we're missing our top two centre backs, our number one pairing, we're gonna have to play with Lindelof and Bailly. And I've waited Bailly in the past, but you know how he is with injuries and how reckless he can be. And Lindelof has been playing well, but with the type of fixtures that are coming up, Leicester, Liverpool, Man City. Maybe if the Varane might miss all those fixtures. We never know because it's not clear what's really going on with this injury. It's a worry. It's a bit of a worry because you want your best centre backs. You want your best players in those games so you can prove yourself, And you can't imagine that Ole will revert to playing maybe a five at the back to combat this problem. So yeah, it's a bit of a yikes. And I also read an article online that we might see Phil Jones come back because of this. Logically, because we're going to need centre backs. And oh my gosh. Now, the last thing I remember about Phil Jones was his horrendous performance against Sheffield. Was it 2 seasons ago? And it was just a disaster. We're playing in the five at the back. I think he had the pink boots on. And it was just a disaster, So I don't want to see Phil Jones. And this injury problem sucks. So hopefully Varane's not out for long. I'm pretty confident Maguire's not out for long. And hopefully we can have them in games like Liverpool and Manchester City, because we need an upturn in form. Ole has thrived in these type of games before. He does crap in the games where he should win, and he's amazing in these type of big games. So we're hoping that that's what's going to happen this time. And yeah, hopefully our centre backs are back. Hopefully it's not too much of a problem, but it is probably something that's going to give me nightmares. But yeah, that's been the news. It's been your boy Retha. News, yeah. Please like and subscribe, and I'll check you next time.